Hey guys, so here we are on step 3 of 5 steps to happiness. So this one is enjoy the journey, not the destination. Do you ever see like people out riding their Harleys and they're just like, the wind in their face, they're having a good time. They're not worried about getting from point A to point B. They're enjoying the ride. They're enjoying the journey and not worrying about, hey, I need to get from here to here in this amount of time. So I have a little story that I want to tell you about enjoying the journey and not worrying about the destination. Because if you focus so much about the destination, you're not going to be real happy. And I'm going to explain to you why. You're going to be so bummed that you missed everything along the way on the journey that when you get to the destination, it's not even really going to matter or bring you any joy. So a couple of years ago, I went on a 6-hour road trip with my 3 kids. I hate driving. I hate it. So I was not looking forward to this drive. I only had one other licensed driver with me. My son did not have a license yet, and my youngest is nowhere near that age. So literally we're driving, and I'm like, oh, this is going to be like terrible. But right away, like, we put music on and we were singing and screaming like a bunch of fools and having fun. We were enjoying this journey, this long journey that was taking us through boring cornfields and boring 2-lane roads and a rest stop every 5 bajillion miles. But I didn't look at it that way. I looked at it as, hey, we're having a good time on this ride and we're screaming like maniacs, singing these songs and laughing our butts off. So we were literally enjoying the journey. And I can remember probably about 5 hours in, I did not enjoy the journey anymore. I just wanted to get to the destination. I was tired of driving. I was just getting a headache. We were driving into the sunset, so it was like blinding me. So at that point, I stopped enjoying the journey and that ride became miserable. And I just wanted to get to where I needed to be. And sometimes we feel like that in life. We just want to get where we need to be. But day after day when we do that, we just go through the motions. We're not enjoying things. We're not finding joy in the process of getting from point A to point B because we just want to get there as fast as we can. And that's totally normal. But it's more than getting all wrapped up in getting from point A to point B. It's about who you become during that journey. During this 6-hour journey, I learned to have patience and I learned to just have fun with it. The journey is about who you become, like I said, in the process. It defines us. It's important markers in our life that shape us and make us make different decisions, and it gives us values. And we're all kind of these travelers of some sort, right? We're all kind of traveling through life. So you can either find joy in the process of the journey or just think about the destination. Like, I'm just going to live and die. They say, like, what's not important on your headstone, it's not important your date of birth and when you die, it's that dash in between. So you have to find joy in that dash in between, in that whole journey that you're on, this journey of life. Because if all you're focusing on is like, yep, I'm going to die one day, you're not going to have fun. You're really going to be a miserable person and nobody's really going to want to be around you. The journey teaches us about life. It teaches us like, okay, these are things that we have survived and didn't die. We think sometimes that things that happen to us are so awful that we just don't want to be on this journey anymore. And in all honesty, there's certain things that come into your life to help shape you. And I know sometimes it's hard to believe that, but it's part of the journey. And sometimes finding joy in it is what's going to push you through to the next level. And it's really what you make of it. You can take the miserable part of the journey where I was on that last hour and I was like, oh, please just get there. I'm dying. My head hurts. You can do that for your whole life, or you can scream and dance and sing. Hi, Amy. You can sing and dance and scream and be crazy and enjoy it, okay? Because those are some things. I'm not a huge fan of driving long distance. I really am not. And if I'm by myself, I'll do the same thing. I don't care. I don't care who I pull up next to. You have to enjoy it. It's all part of the process. if you look at it as this negative, terrible, awful thing that you're like, well, I just have to do this and I have to go through the steps and I need to get from point A to point B, you will be miserable. So what I'm telling you is enjoy the ride, enjoy the journey, be that Harley rider, be that crazy mom that's singing in the car with her 3 kids on a 6-hour road trip to try to make it tolerable and fun. I mean, we created some really crazy memories and some of it's on video. So this is something we're always going to remember. So part of your journey is what you're learning, memories you're making, mistakes that you're making, obviously, that you'll learn from. Either you'll make them again or you won't. It's just all part of it. And if you look at it as, I just need to get from point A to point B as fast as I can, and there are people that drive like that, and what happens? Tickets, accidents, all kinds of things. So you can go that route where you just get to point A, from point A to point B as fast as you can, or you can enjoy the journey and find joy in the process, trust the process, because all these things that are coming along are supposed to happen for some reason or another. So draw from it, learn from it, find the joy in it, and I'm telling you guys, these are the keys to happiness, because if you can't find these keys and turn them in your life, you will be miserable. And miserable people end up not even really wanting people to be around them when you're, like I said, this negative Nelly. And, like I said yesterday in yesterday's episode, you choose your own adventure. You choose how your story is going to go out. So enjoy it. Enjoy that story as you write it. Enjoy that journey and make your life the best that you can make it. No matter what happens, you have to just keep pushing forward and enjoy it one way or another. Yes, we all have those bad days. We have that last hour of that long ride that is enough to make us fall over, okay? And then, yes, we're happy we get to the destination. But it's more about what happens in the process along the way, and know that maybe that 1 hour is going to happen every so often, but you survive and you make it another day, and then you find joy in that next day. One day at a time, guys. That's all it is. Be happy or be miserable. Up to you. You choose your own adventure and you enjoy that journey. Don't worry about the destination. All right, you guys? Have a good day, and I will see you for step 4 tomorrow. Bye-bye.